operating systems, productivity measurement. We are working and we need to measure if indeed we are doing well or we are not doing well. So a small case that I want us to look at it now is that, let's say, imagine a container ship arrives at Tema Port carrying over 5,000 containers. Trucks are waiting outside, cranes are operating, and containers must be stored and retrieved efficiently. What happens if coordination fails? One, what problems could occur? And then who is responsible for managing these operations? Okay, so class rep, are we following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Yes, so what I'm asking is we can all just look at a container ship arriving at Tema Port carrying over 5,000 containers, and trucks are waiting outside, cranes are operating, and containers must be stored and retrieved efficiently. So what happens if coordination fails? And what problems could, and who is responsible for managing these operations? So if we are failing to coordinate, what do we think will happen? Hello?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir. We are here.
Yeah, so who is actually trying to answer? Abigail, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
Abigail.
sir.
Yes, Abigail. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Said if coordination fails, there will be delays like congestion and delay.
Okay. Okay. So if coordination fails, okay, so what problems could occur?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
If coordination fail, it could lead to crashes or accidents.
Okay, yes. Yes.
And so also it will also lead to congestion.
Yeah, so if coordination fails, okay. So what problems could occur?
Yeah, and
Sir,
delay.
the goods can be damaged.
Okay, how?
Sir, so assuming what they are bringing to the port is something that has to be offloaded within a particular timeline, and then because of lack of coordination, it's not we are not able to offload it. Then it causes like issues to the goods that are being brought in.
Okay. All right, okay. Ima?
Sir, it also delays customer clearance.
Yeah. Yes, that is true. Yes. Yeah,
Hello,
it will
sir.
delay that. Yes.
It's also block vernacular movement. The cars will be choked and they can't move.
Okay, so that is the congestion aspect, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so the place will be congested. Okay.
And also, there will be some human errors also.
Yeah,
Like
because
placement of the containers and other.
so that's great because you see, if there is no coordination, do you think even the security personnel or the gate officers will even allow them to even enter?
No.
Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
So if there is no coordination, one, and even you as a staff, you are not even aware that even trucks are out there waiting. So we look at, if we are not coordinating, then it means that staff may not even be privy to what is happening in the organization. Hence, they may not be even able to organize themselves to carry out their activities effectively and efficiently. So they may not be able to respond to customers on time because they are not even aware that we have a container carrying over 5,000 containers. We have a container ship that is carrying over 5,000 containers. So maybe the crane operator may not be even aware of it because we are failing to coordinate. And then if you are working under your supervisor may not even assign you to go and work because we are not coordinating. Okay, that is fine. So what problems could occur? We've mentioned that congestion could be a serious thing. The whole place will be congested, yes. And then long time truck turnaround time will also be an issue. Container misplacement, because we in the 11th hour, we may rush. And then the right place that we need to place the containers, we may not be able to do that. And then in terms of when we want to measure the productivity of the crane, you see, the case is telling us that the trucks are waiting outside, cranes are operating. Okay, the cranes are operating. So what are they doing? So it means that there's going to be a low crane productivity. All right, and then the equipment that we have, we may not make good use of the equipment. So in terms of equipment utilization, we are not making good use of the equipment that we have. So equipment underutilization will also be a problem. And then, there's going to be a poor information flow. So that is how come, I think Yuma was saying that even if you want to process your document, it is going to delay because we are not sending information to the offices at the right time. So they may not be able to also process the documents on time for us. And then security and documentation delay as a result of what? Poor information flow. Okay, so who is responsible for managing these operations? Yes, Paul.
Yes, sir. I think port authorities, as a Ghana Port and Harbour authorities.
Okay, that is one. That is good. Yes, Ima.
So the terminal operators and also the custom authorities over there.
Okay, terminal operators. Yes, that is good. Abigail. Yes, Abigail.
The shipping companies or the shipping lines.
The shipping lines.
The companies, the shipping companies.
They are responsible for that.
Yes, to an extent. So they coordinate the schedules for the vessels, right?
So
or say they don't apply there.
Because over here we are looking at the terminal issue. So this is terminal operations management aspect. So the terminal operators are the people that we need to task them. They are responsible for that. Then your operations managers are also responsible because we need to make sure. Yuma, do you still want to add something?
Yes, I wanted to add something.
Okay, Yuma, please go ahead.
I was also wanted to add the securities agencies who ensure there is safety at the port.
Yes, the gate officers through the security personnel. The gate officers and then the security personnel. Because the trucks are waiting outside. Do you get it? So the trucks are waiting outside. But when we look at the ship, the container ship, it has just arrived at the port. And then that one we are aware. So the terminal operators should start coordinating and telling us that we have a space here. This is where we are moving the containers to, so that they will know. So they need to assign. Okay, so that is great.
So are you there?
Hello, yes, I'm here. Please, a minute. A minute.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so we need to make sure that the operations managers are also they are responsible for that. The terminal operating system, which we should have a terminal operating system, which is the central brain for the terminal operations management, the central brain for us to be able to track, for us to be able to know the number of trucks that are waiting, that are coming in, and all that. So, and then we also have the yard supervisors. We are going to also hold them responsible for that. And then Imam mentioned of the gate officers and then the security personnel. Yes. So the equipment operators, they are also responsible for that, because once the port, we look at the port and then we can see that, oh, the container ship has arrived, and then the cranes are working. So what is happening? Why are we not unloading the containers? What is happening? So we will also call them, and then so the equipment operators, and then I think Paul mentioned of the port authority. At the end of the day, we also have to make sure that we are contacting them to respond to it. Okay, so that's nice. That's great. So the terminal operations management simply refers to the planning, coordinating, and controlling of what the activities that are involved in handling of cargo and vessels within a port or terminal. So it focuses on what? Ensuring efficient movement, storage, and transfer of the goods, while minimizing what? Delays, costs, and operational risk. So the terminal operations management is actually looking at all the processes required to manage the port terminals effectively, from vessel arrival to cargo delivery. So it integrates logistics, technology, human resources, and infrastructure to achieve optimal performance. To achieve optimal performance. So we need to look at yard management system. So the yard management systems are also specialized software solutions used in terminal and logistics operations to manage, control, and optimize the movement, the storage, and tracking of the cargo, especially containers, the trailers, and the trucks within a terminal yard or distribution center. So a yard management systems serve as an intermediary between the warehouse management and transportation systems, providing real-time visibility and coordination of yard activities. So in port terminals, it plays a critical role in ensuring efficient container stacking, retrieval, and dispatch. Okay, so we can now look at the key features of yard management systems. So when we look at the key features, one is automation. We need to make sure the entire system is highly automated so that we can reduce manual intervention and errors. Two, there is a need for integration. So works with terminal operating systems and warehouse management systems. We need to integrate. It is very, very important to integrate so that we will know that there is a seamless flow of information, real-time data, data. So this is going to help us to make decisions on time. Okay, quick decision making. We need real-time data. And then we need analytics and reporting to help the organization to know our performance. So the analytics and reporting, it is going to help us to know the performance of the organization. If we are doing well, for instance, we were talking about the long time track turnaround, we need to know. If we are not making good use of the resources that we have, the equipment are highly underutilization. I mean, the analytics and then the reporting will help us. So it is going to provide performance insights to the organization so that we know our shortfalls and then work very hard to improve on that. Okay, so we look at the core functions of a yard management system. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yes. Hello, Ima.
Yeah, I have a question about the yard management system. So I want to ask, what does the yard the YMS improve the container flow? I mean, improve the container flow when it comes to comparing it.
Ima, can you start all over because your line, we couldn't hear the question.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I'm asking, how does a yard management system improve container fluency? I mean, improve container flow efficiently when it as compared to the manual operation.
It's simple because than what?
So can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. You said you were trying to ask something about manual and then.
Yeah, the manual, the YMS and the manual yard operation.
So where you are use of softwares to manage that, we are not making good use of technology, but we are going by the manual way, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So this is very simple to you, Yuma, because if we have if maybe we know that how many containers do we have at one? Maybe we have a yard at maintenance, we have one at this place, we have two at this place. Maybe we may decide that we want, without any technology, without any software solution, you may not even know that that place is already full. So you may even direct trucks to go to that place to go and then unload their containers. But by the time they will get to the place is already full.
True, yeah.
Because you don't have any software to guide you. In fact, real-time tracking is an issue. So you may not be able to know. So manually, you have to go. Sometimes even you have to go and do physical counting to know that, oh, now we have 15 containers here, so we can bring additional 30. But if you have the software guiding you, you don't need to go and then count it. You cannot go and do
it manually.
Just the software will tell you that we have just 5 containers. Even maybe 5 is empty. We don't have anything there. But without any software you need to send someone to go and check. Okay, to go and check for you. So this, if you have the software in place, it is helping you because even in terms of retrieval and dispatch, you know. And then because of visibility, it is very simple for you to know that, okay, these containers are going out, these containers are coming. Therefore, we can move 15 to this place, we can move 10 to this place. So you can just even direct the crane operators that you have to move to yard 1. This one is also going to yard 2. Then they operate. But if you are doing it manual, it means that you have to get people to go and check and come. So in terms of what we are looking at as optimization, being efficient and effective, you can't. In terms of operations, you are going to fail, and you will delay. You will even delay.
And so, is there any limitation for the YMS, the system? Is there any limitation for it?
I mean, you see, software, if you want to look at limitations, what we are talking about is integration. If the system is highly automated, it means that we should be able to integrate it with the even the warehouse management system, so that we will be able to. So sometimes, you know, some of the softwares, it is very difficult for them to synchronize. So in terms of integration, if there is a challenge, then that is a serious limitation. So it means that maybe if we want to work with this, it has to be done in an isolation before you also check this. So we need to make sure that whatever that we are bringing on board, we'll be able to integrate it. So once we can integrate it, then it means that the organization is good to go. So that is the works with the when you are looking at the yard management systems, when you need the software for that, you need to make sure that you are reducing the manual intervention and then the errors to help.
Right.
So softwares that we are using, Ima, if you are aware, the softwares that we are using, they all have their limitations.
Yeah.
And that is how come day in, day out, we try to improve on that.
Yeah, by updating it.
Yes, updating it and then upgrading. We update and we also upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay. That is great. Please, I have another class, so that is how come. Ima.
I'll leave you. I'll not ask questions. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so these are the of a management system. You see, we need yard visibility, real-time monitoring of the containers or the trader location. So you might see, once we have the software, even the locations is very simple for us to do that. It is very simple for us to do the monitoring. So you don't struggle. You don't need to send someone to go and do that. So there is a need for us to ensure that we are using technology such as the RFID systems to help us, because we want to ensure real-time monitoring, and then we want to ensure visibility and tracking. Okay, and then yard planning and optimization. Yeah, so you see, allocation of the storage space based on the cargo type and then the priority, it is going to help us. And then because over here we know that maybe the first 50 containers, the people come for it maybe next 2 weeks. So we need to make sure that we are getting the right place for it, so that when we unload, by the time that they will come, we will have access to also give it to the owners. Yes. And then gate management. So this is going to help us to do the scheduling and managing the truck arrival. And we make sure there is a gate in and gate out processes. Okay, then inventory control. We need to ensure accurate tracking of the cargo, the status, and then the location. We need to minimize the loss, the theft, or misplacement. So yard management place, you see, it has to even minimize theft or misplacement. So you will not place it at yard maybe 5, and then when they you can't, you go to 3, you go to 4. So sometimes you don't even know where to locate the container. But when we have the yard management system in place, it is very easy for us to locate it. Okay, and then equipment coordination, as we were discussing earlier. So assigning yard equipment, let's say the cranes, the rich stackers, it is easy for us to do that. And then this is going to help us to improve on the utilization of what the equipment that we have, and then we can reduce the idle time. The crane operators will not sit down and tell you that, oh, I'm waiting for my boss to come and then instruct me to tell me what I should do. Okay, that is fine. So we have the gate operations. So gate operations simply refers to the management and what control of all activities. So activities occurring at the entry and then the exit points of a terminal. So such as the ports, the container depots, or the logistics hubs. So it is a critical component of terminal operations management, ensuring the smooth, secure, and efficient movement of cargo vehicles and personnel. So that is the gate operations. Okay, so under that, the gate operations, we need to look at the key functions of gate operations. So gate operations typically involve the following core activities. So access control. So we do verification of the drivers, the vehicles, and then the cargo documentation before granting entry or exit. And access and enhances terminal security. 2, it has to do with documentation processing. So the best way we are going to handle the shipping documents, such as the delivery orders, the bill of lading, and then the gate passes, to ensure compliance with regulatory and operational requirement. And then vehicle and cargo inspection. So we need to do a physical checks of the trucks and then the containers to confirm cargo integrity, detect damages, and ensure safety standards. And then we do the weighing and recording. So we make good use of the weighing bridge to measure the truck and then the container weight for compliance with load regulations and accurate record keeping. And then finally, we look at traffic management. So coordinating the flow of the trucks will help us to minimize congestion, waiting time, and bottlenecks at the terminal gates. Okay, so we look at the gate operations, systems and then technologies that are needed. So modern terminals increasingly rely on the digital solutions to enhance efficiency. So gate automation systems, we have to make good use of automated barriers like the RFID tags, the QR codes for faster processing and reducing of human intervention. Then optical character recognition. So this is cameras that we have in place to capture the container numbers and the vehicle license plates automatically. And this is helping us to improve accuracy and then speed. And then we have terminal operating systems. That is where we integrate with the systems that manage the yard planning, the vessel operations, and real-time cargo tracking. And then appointment systems. The appointment systems is looking at how we can track the scheduling platforms that allocate time slots to reduce congestion and improve turnaround time. Okay, so we look at the terminal operating systems. So a terminal operating system is an integrated software platform used to plan, execute, and monitor all activities within a port. So container terminal or logistics hub, and it serves as the central brain of the terminal operations, coordinating the movements of cargo, equipment, and information in real time. Okay, so we look at the core functions of the terminal operating system. Okay, and it is helping us to achieve vessel planning and operations. so that we can indeed allocate the belts, scheduling vessel arrival and departures, and plans container loading and unloading activities. Yard management. So it is also helping us to control the container storage, stacking and retrieval within the yard to optimize space utilization and minimize rehandling. And for gate operations, what integration? So the terminal operating system, once we do everything right, it is going to help us to by linking the gate activities with yard and vessel operations for seamless cargo flow. And then there is an equipment control. So it is helping us to manage the cranes, the trucks, and then the other handling equipment to ensure efficient resource allocation and utilization. And then finally, inventory management, because the terminal operating systems will help us to be able to track the location and then the status of the containers. So the import, the export, the transshipments, empty ones in real time. Okay. So we now features of the terminal operating systems. And one, it is helping us to ensure real-time data visibility. So it is providing up-to-date information on the cargo location, the equipment status, and then operational progress through automation and optimization. So we can now use all the necessary algorithms to optimize the yard stacking, the crane scheduling, and then the the routing, and then integration capabilities. So because it is indeed interfacing with the external systems such as the customs, the shipping lines, and then the enterprise systems. So it is very easy for us. And then decision support tools. So it is going to offer analytics and dashboards for operational planning and performance monitoring. And then finally, there is an electronic data interchange where it is facilitating seamless communication between stakeholders through standardized digital messages. Okay, so we look at productivity measurement. We are working and we need to make sure that we are doing an assessment of how efficiently the resources that we have, such as the labor, the equipment, and then the time space are utilized to produce outputs in terminal operations. So important logistics terminals, it is a critical performance evaluation tool used to monitor operational efficiency, identify bottlenecks, and support decision making. So these are the concepts of productivity in terminal operations. So productivity is generally expressed as a ratio of the outputs divided by the input. So productivity is equal to the output divided by the input. So the output is looking at the number of containers maybe handled, the cargo volume moved, or trucks processed. And then the input, we are looking at maybe labor hours, equipment usage, time, or terminal space. So the goal is to maximize output while minimizing input without compromising quality or safety. Okay. Measure, let's say we have crane productivity, and then a terminal crane moves 240 containers in an 8-hour shift. So now the output here is 240 containers, and then the input is 8 hours. So if we want to calculate for the crane productivity, we are just going to look at the input dividing the output. So we have the output of 240 containers, and then the input is 8 hours. So when we divide, we are getting 30 containers per hour. So this means that the crane handles 30 containers per hour. And that could also be used to calculate for the labor. We have same for truck and around productivity. This is for equipment utilization productivity. And we have, these are productivity indicators. So we look at the crane productivity, belt productivity, truck turnaround time, yard productivity, labor productivity, equipment utilization. Okay, so methods of measuring the productivity. We have the partial productivity measurement. So where are they? Here.
I'm set. Like I'm set.
So the rooms.
We are easy to use an S16. So you are
S16.
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 Yeah, so I'm staying here.
Okay, so I'm coming. Okay. All right, so well, thank you, class rep. Yima?
Hello, Doc.
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, so there is another this thing over here, so I need to attend to them at 2:00. So that's how come. So yeah, I think so for the methods of the measuring the productivity, we have the partial productivity measurement where we are focusing on just one input. So we may just consider just labor work productivity without maybe considering equipment. Okay, so when we look at even the resources, we are just looking at just the human resource, just the labor, that is labor productivity. So over here, the outputs per labor hour is what we are looking at. And then we may have a total factor productivity. The TFP is looking at considering multiple inputs. So we may have a labor, we may have a capital, and then technology in place. And then we have benchmarking. So where we try to compare terminal performance against industry standards, the leading ports, what they are doing. And we have time and motion studies. So where we analyze the time taken for specific tasks to identify inefficiencies to help the organization to do well. Thank you for your time. Class rep, I'm going to share with you. We study when we have a challenge. Please just let me know. Ima?
Okay, so.
Ima, when are we doing our discussion? Is it this evening?
So I'll make time and call you this evening.
Okay. So after 4, so I think we can talk.
Okay, sir. All right, that'll be fine. After 5, right?
We go. Thank you, everyone. God willing, next question, please. You can send it to me, then we discuss it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Stephanie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do you have a question?
No, sir, not at all.
Okay, so God willing, next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Prince.
Yo, James.
Yeah, James. Hey, good afternoon. Yes, sir.
Hey, Charlie, Mr. Get in touch. Why?
Party.
I'm uncle.
My busy. I can't it. Next week, I'm to go.
Kafra.
Very busy. Pressure upon pressure. I'll call. I'll give you a call.
All right. And Prince Ajay.
Yes, CG.
Prince Ajay.
Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel.
Tell me to catch you.
What I'm saying. I'm gonna do a highlight out.
I'm gonna argue there, bro.
I'm gonna highlight out.
And then so sir.
To see, I'm gonna new. I know you do.
Oh, and that's all machine never call.
More kakra was more than 50 balls over here.
Oh, okay. And reserve for a year, business law.
Oh, I'm press out too much. Yeah.
Huh?
I'm press out too much. Huh.
Yeah, so okay, Charlie. Yeah, Issah.
Okay.